Welcome back to Fanboy TV's South by Southwest 2019 coverage. I'm here for part 2 of Vi with Pacific Island filmmakers. I'm going to start with you because you're right here on my right.
Hello.
Go ahead and introduce yourselves real quick.
I'm Dianna Fuemana and I hail from the islands of Niue and American Samoa.
All right. And you are...
Sorry, I was going for it. Liana, my name is Matasila Freshwater and I wrote and directed the Solomon Islands Vi piece.
Talofa lava, my name is Marina McCartney and I wrote and directed the piece from Samoa.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open up with you because you directed the Samoan scene, which is a very, very beautiful scene, but like I mentioned in part 1 of the interview, I'm not as familiar as I probably should be with Samoan culture. I know that it's, and I'm going to get the name horribly wrong, the dance is called Tualunga?
It's a Tawalunga.
Tawalunga, thank you.
Tawalunga.
I told you I was going to butcher that name. But at the end I was slightly confused about, do you mind explaining that just to me, even if you want to say
what it was?
Yeah.
What it was for?
Yeah.
So it's a dance that the Saupol, who is the daughter of the chief, she does, and this particular ritual is, we call it a ka'alolo, and it can be used for either the opening of a church or the celebration of an anniversary for the church. And part of the reason for, I guess I wanted to explore the tawalunga is also, it was to present a different perspective of Samoan dance because it has been eroticized in the past by the West, and there are spiritual elements to the dance, and I hoped that we see that in the film.
The ritualistic aspect of it came across super clear. It was just, I think I might have been watching it a little bit too early in the morning for me to catch the deeper meaning behind it, but it's a very beautiful film throughout. I mean, we have the Niue, hopefully pronounce that island scene, where she's sending her granddaughter off to college. You have your scene, and it's all very beautiful, and the connection to water, kind of, you open with the water and then you close with a scene of like a baptism in water, which I don't think I have that filmmaker here with me today. But it's just, water is an important part of everyone's culture in that area. So was there something that presented as a pretty unique challenge that y'all found, or was it just pretty go and have fun for y'all?
Well, my piece was shot on water, and that does have specific challenges. Like, you can't control the weather. I come from an animation background where you can control everything, so that was hard to learn, but amazing. And so we had built a platform in the water, had a crane holding our camera so we could sort of swoop around our actresses in canoes that was pinned to the ocean floor. So those were very specific challenges, but amazing. Like, it's really, I think this whole framework was a challenge, and it's really helpful to embrace those limitations and go with it, and you're kind of more creative in that space anyway, which is great.
Yeah. So another question, I know the character throughout the film is Vi, even told through the different cultural perspectives. Now, does the name from island to island, I know that changed, does that mean all one thing, or were different islands different meanings behind the name? Whoever's...
Each of the Vais, each of the directors gave their Vais names from their own islands. So Vai across the Pacific in many cultures is water. So we just had different variations of what Vai was for us, and that's how we kind of came through that.
Because it's, overall, I can project a little more, it's a very solid characterization throughout. You can tell this is a continuing story, even though it's very clearly different locations for each stage of her life. And that's just, I loved that. Was there anything that you might have wanted to add to it, like a certain stage, or was pretty much y'all concluded that everything in her life was pretty much there on film?
Yeah, I think, when we came together to write the story, it was quite organic the way that the anthology happened for her life. And we were just really aware that we wanted to be authentic in her voice as a woman. And so that traversed being a young girl to being a teenager to being a woman to being a grandmother. So tying that all in for us, and I think that's what makes this, the screenplay work, was something that came quite organically. And because we're all different age ranges between us as well, so we picked different things that weren't necessarily like us and our age, but it worked. And when it works really well. Obviously.
The entire film overall I loved. So y'all are premiering, I know you've got a few screenings during South by Southwest. Y'all are premiering when exactly on the broader range, and where are y'all premiering? Because I don't remember seeing that in anything.
Okay, so we are premiering in Auckland, New Zealand on April the 4th. That's the big thing in New Zealand. Was that the question?
And then here at South by Southwest, so we had a screening yesterday. We've got one tomorrow.
We've got one tomorrow
at 3:30,
and one on
one on Monday or one on Tuesday. And all you have to do is put VAI VAI into the search engine of your South by Southwest app or the website, and it will come up. And we will see you there.
Right. So one last question, because that's pretty amazing. VAI Film, it's a hashtag, and we have that information already on the first interview, and my brain just went woo. But thank y'all again so much for coming. Hopefully y'all are enjoying Austin a fair bit. Is this your first visit to the States overall?
No.
But well, for you.
Love it. Great,
Yeah. So again, welcome to Austin. Thank you so much for being part of Fanboy TV's South by Southwest coverage. Just thank y'all so much for putting out that film, because it's definitely one I'm going to recommend as soon as it's released to the broader audience.
Well, thank you so much for your support and for having us.
Yes. So that was VAI Film Part 2 for Fanboy TV South by Southwest. Stay tuned for more. Bye.